Well, we have finally been given the deep dive. With the features this time, it's not a lot, but we have seen certain images of some onboard action of the HUDs of the cars, and in general, just a lot of the stuff. Maturing as well, we've seen some onboard sections as well. We have a lot to talk about here, honestly. Welcome back. I'm trying a different type of way to doing these videos in terms of, last time for the trailer we used the camera on the top left. This time I'm just going to do a voiceover to see what we can do. So let me know what you think. What one is better in terms of using the camera in the top left or using just the voiceover? But yeah, we can see instantly from this, like we have Cadillac and Audi again closer up, and just in general so much more, showing that they have all the cars and all the features already from here, like with the active aero. And you see how much it's on the dashboard of the Alpine and how quickly the battery went up because of the recharge mode. There's always the chance here. Well, I say always, there is the chance here for it to be a really, really successful one. So let's get right into it, starting off with the Madrid circuit. We instantly get shown a picture here of the Ferris wheel with grandstands surrounding it instantly. So I'm going to presume this, I think this is the bank section of turn 12, which is looking really good. Considering they have no reference yet, it looks really, really good. And another shot here. There's so much chance here for the Madrid circuit to be one of the best for racing because it hasn't been LiDAR scanned. There's a chance that they've made some corners where you can't really overtake, potentially able to be used to overtake other cars because of the fact that they haven't had a reference yet. Like, I think the Madrid circuit has only got the tarmac laid down. They still have to do like the grandstands, the barriers. Obviously, they have no proper reference. The only laps we have really seen in real life is Carlos Sainz driving a couple of weeks ago in a car. I don't exactly know what car. But yeah, it looks really, really promising already. Like track shots here, it just looks absolutely insane. It looks amazing considering they have absolutely no reference. It's just something which can go really, really well. Obviously, with the Madrid circuit being the newest track on the Formula 1 calendar, there always has to be precautions if you haven't got a LiDAR scan on the track, because we saw with Vegas, obviously they hadn't raced there yet, but obviously Vegas was more prepared than us, and we can see some actual shots now of the videos here of cars going by. You can see the active aero, you see they have the Alpine rear wing trick, and you can just see here they showcase like how they've made it all. They've made the circuit from scratch, like they've made everything from scratch, like to as best they can, and also being able to just showcase every single thing that is possible, showing like the grids and everything, showing how the circuit more or less turned out, showing every single minute detail they have taken to ensure that the Madrid is as close to the actual thing as possible here. We can just see more shots, just cars overtaking once again, and some little photos here. Like you can see, like this is their like base work. See having like the onboard of the McLaren. I think this is just going around the banking. It starts off with just a bunch of blue, really, but then you can see the color comes back in, and it becomes the Madrid circuit and such. Just showcasing how much work they have put into it and everything. Just it's amazing how much they put in. Like there's another shot of the bank corner. It looks phenomenal, right? It looks absolutely incredible for considering the fact that they've had absolutely nothing to work on. They've had no reference. This is just from them imagining the circuit, having some base details of it, and being able to create a whole circuit. It does look incredible, and for sim racing, this will be really, really good in my opinion. I think this circuit will be good because it's a new one. Absolutely no one has any idea. Obviously, people haven't driven it on a set of courses, so they will have the advantage. But on F1 games, it's always different. We can see some shots here from the rear of the McLaren being chased down by an Aston Martin. Not really realistic, but hey ho. The Aston Martin, obviously, there looks really, really nice. You can see through the catch fence here, you can see like the Ferrari, the Haas, the V-Cub, the Alpine, and the Red Bull, and the Audi in the background as well. It looks really, really good. Right, the circuit looks as complete as it could be. Definitely already better than real life because they've not even completed it in real life. And you can see the McLaren here coming through. I don't actually know what corners this is. This is the uphill chicane. Is all I know. It's really, really promising in my opinion. And obviously we get another shot. Similar corner, so actually no, same corner actually, just different cars, the Ferrari and the Mercedes coming through that sequence of corners, and the cars look really, really good. But then I'm really excited for this. Moving on to the new teams and drivers, they showcase Cadillac. The Cadillac looks really nice, as it does in real life. Really, really nice, right? They've got it, well, I say they're near on. They have got it bang on, as expected here. And then you can see the side profile shot. They have got, I mean, now looking at it from here, the white on the sideboard doesn't really look that nice, but the livery as a whole is just really, really nice. It's nice to see that they're actually putting in the effort to get the Cadillac as good as it can be. Showcasing here the drivers of Checo Perez and Valtteri Bottas, and showing the Cadillacs on circuit. It's our first proper shot of them. We can see Perez ahead of Bottas here, going through the triple right apex of 16, 17 and 18 at Texas, just showcasing that, how they look on track, showcasing all the details of the Cadillac. And we go flat through turn 10 before turn 11 here. There's a side profile shot of the darker half of the Cadillac, which is, it looks really, really good, and I can't wait to be driving these. I can't wait to see the onboard as well when we get a hold of the DLC and such, because Cadillac will be probably one of the first cars I do drive, along with the Audi. And then we get instantly the shot of the Audi here, and this up close, really, really nice. The carbon with the Audi, 4 Audi rings. The cutoff looks a lot better up close than in comparison to when they revealed it back in February, I believe it was. But it looks so much more better. We can now see Gabriel Bortoleto, and then more shots of the Audi here, which the Audi looks so nice here. It looks incredible. We have got the side pod trick from the Audis. They've got their own little details, which I'm glad they've got, and not just used a based concept for it. We can see now Nico Hulkenberg, and then the Audis side by side. The Audis at Silverstone, this is. The Audis look really, really nice, in my opinion. And again, I'm really happy with how well they have done it and such. I'm really happy with how they've got the Audis near on spot on. And then we see the side profile shot of the Audi. Then we see the podium here in Miami, I believe that is. And then it takes us through like my team, time trial, split screen, my team, career mode, just the whole lot, showcasing all the stuff, showcasing the cars here as well, which look really, really good. And then the 22 drivers here, showing the main menu screen, and then the my team through the years, through the 2025 and the 2026 cars. Cockpit camera shot of in the Racing Bulls going on the inside of a Williams, I think that was, or a Haas, I'm not too sure. But then the 2026 overhaul, showcasing the regulations. On board with the Aston Martin. I don't really like the halo. Then you see the 2 Ferraris wheel to wheel. It's showcasing that they have all the details, right? They're showcasing that it has the active aero and the such. We can see them putting all the details into the cars here within the game development, which I think is good. We're seeing it. We're showing it. It's nice to see some actual behind the scenes stuff when producing the cars and everything. It's really nice to see that they actually care, and the care that we want to know how it looks. And we can just see they put the details of the active aero and such as well, making sure it all works. That was along the rear wing as well. And then they've also added the little blinking lights for the hazards on the wing mirrors, which I think is a nice touch. But then we go into overtake mode, and we get a camera from the nose of the car. We can see 2 cars running wheel to wheel. If we apply the power instantly, then you can see a new HUD. It's similar to the current one we've got, just the left side has been altered a little bit, and then the right side will have been altered as well for straight mode. Then I think it's a major improvement. You can see it has the blue bar there to let you know when overtake is available and such. Then we can see overtake will be available now, which is really, really early to be able to use it. And you just see how quickly that battery does deplete, and you can see how much overspeed you gain on the car ahead. But then we head into Vegas boost mode now. Boost mode is the alternative for overtake mode currently, I do believe, and we can see the onboard of the Mercedes. I am so happy the chunky halos are back. I've always loved the halos that have had like the chunk on them, and I just think it looks really, really nice in comparison to current halos of which we've had. I just think that the chunky halos look so much more clean and just have so much more potential ability here. But then as we head down the strip, you can see how quickly that battery depletes. Look at it go. It's a replay of it. Just absolutely depletes. And we can see the Antonelli flying past the McLaren driver, and 2 Aston Martins running wheel to wheel, watching from the rear of the Audi here as they make their way in towards turn number 5. The Aston Martin on board. From that shot, looks a lot better in my opinion. Then you just see cars flying by. Then we go on to the final part of the regulations that have been changed. Active aero. You can see from the Ferrari, the rear wing open, chasing down the car ahead of them. You can see the active aero working to its full effect. And we can see, if you look at the diffuser, the rear light has got the new shape which they have invented to showcase like when they're charging, to showcase when showcase the charging and stuff as a whole, just to showcase for safety driving. You see the active aero active here. You can see the front wing flaps are down, just allowing maximum flow and maximum top speed to be reached and such, which I think I'm really happy. It's the bare minimum I expected, and they've done the bare minimum, getting the regulations all sorted. You can see it flick back up as well, just to showcase like, oh, nothing happened. The front wing is back to how it was, but it looks really, really good, right? I'm over the moon with how it has turned out. It looks, I say it's the minimum, the regulations and the circuit was the minimum. They've done really well. From what I've heard from reviews, looks really, really good. Obviously, I heard Alex Gillen on about how the cars feel. Obviously, smooth on traction. They do feel lighter because obviously like less weight and like different chassis and suspensions. But as a whole, it just looks phenomenal, right? Obviously, battery depletes really, really quickly. In qualifying, from what I've heard, you have to do LICO, which I actually quite like. It's realistic to the regulations, but when I say LICO, it's not like fully off the throttle. It's like you go 20% off the throttle. You have 80% on the throttle, which I think it's okay. You know, it emulates the regulations. So you need to do some alternative strategies to be able to find some lap time and get some more battery. And I remember I heard Alex going on about the battery side of things. You know, apparently when he said to GB about the trick, he found a second a lap roughly of lap time, and I just think it's going to be such an improvement for Grand Prix racing. I think these regulations you can follow better as a whole. Apparently slipstream has also been increased with these regulations and such, and obviously you can see here it's waffling, going on about how if you buy if you already have the base game, you need the season pack to obtain the stuff. If you don't have the base game, you can buy a new bundle which has the game and which has the DLC with it. It comes with the corner spot, the breaking point stuff as well. Just comes with a whole bunch of stuff. But I think it's going to be so positive here. We can see it out June 3rd, just once again showcasing everything about the new trig, lineups, cars, and regulations. So I think it will be really, really good. I think this DLC is going to be phenomenal. It will improve league racing so much. But for me, it's not been as long as I was expecting the video to be. Obviously, hopefully, we might be getting some more details about it soon. I will have no clue. But from me, ciao adios. I am done.